Lesson 7 is distributing, combining, solving all together, kind of reviewing. Remember, you can only combine like terms on the same side of the equation, not on both sides. When you distribute, make sure you keep the sign in front of the number that's out in front of the parentheses. When you distribute, make sure you multiply all the numbers in the parentheses by the number on the outside. So for example 1, the 7, we're going to distribute first to get rid of the parentheses to the x and to the 2. So I have 7x minus 7 times 2 is 14, plus 3 equals 3 I bring down because I didn't do anything with those yet. I just want to get rid of the parentheses first. Now my next step is to combine like terms on the same side of the equation. So this is like a fence, kind of, sort of. I can't combine the 3 with all this 3 over here, because it's on the other side of the equation. So negative 14 and positive 3 are like terms. So 7x, I combine these two together, that's negative 11 equals 3. Now I want 7x by itself, so I add 11 to both sides, always doing the opposite. 7x is 14. Now I want x by itself, so I need to get rid of 7, and the opposite of this is division. So I divide by 7, x equals 2. To check my answer, I plug it into the original equation. 7 times 2 minus 2 plus 3 equals 3. Parentheses are first, so 2 minus 2 is 0. 7 times 0 plus 3 equals 3. 7 times 0, do multiply with next. 7 times 0 is 0. Plus 3 equals 3, and that's true. So again, the farther we go through the chapter, the harder the checks are. They take a little longer, but it's worth it in the end. I have two parentheses now I have to clear, so I'm going to distribute the 6 to these two, z and the 6, and the positive 4 to the z and the 2. So I have 6z minus 6 times 6 is 36, plus 4 times z, minus, because I have a negative in front of the 2, 4 times 2 is 8, equals negative 5. Now I have a lot of things I can combine over here. I have a 6z and a positive 4z, so that's 10z. And then I have negative 36, notice a different shape to show me what I'm combining, and negative 8. So negative 36 and negative 8 is negative 44, equals negative 5. So I want 10z by itself, so I'm going to add 44 on both sides. 10z equals 39. I want z by itself now, so I divide by 10. Z equals 39 over 10. I'm going to leave it as an improper fraction so that I can check it easier. To check this, we're going to plug in 39 over 10 for every place where there's a z. So 6 times 39 over 10 minus 6 plus 4 times 39 over 10 minus 2 is negative 5. Now unfortunately I run out of room here. 39 over 10, this 6 is 60 over 10, so it's a common denominator. When I subtract those, I get 6 times negative 21 over 10 plus 4. This 2 is 20 over 10. Common denominators again. 39 minus 20 is 19 over 10 equals negative 5. I put the 6 over 1. I can reduce a little bit here. So like the 10 and the 6 have a common factor of 2, so I take that out. So this is negative 63 over 5. The 4 I put over 1. I can reduce here too by a 2. So that's a 5 and a 2. That's 38 over 5 equals negative 5. So I have negative 63 and positive 38. So I subtract these, which gives me a negative 25 over 5 equals negative 5. And negative 25 over 5 is negative 5. Now obviously having your calculator is going to help because you're not going to have to do all this work, but you still need to be able to check your answer and understand what's going on here. Question 5. We're going to distribute this positive 5 and everything else in the equation stays the same. So 16 I bring down, plus 5 times 2 is 10, minus 5 times 2x is 10x equals negative 9. I'm going to combine like terms, so the 16 and the 10 are like terms. That's 26 minus 10x equals negative 9. I want negative 10x by itself, so I can get rid of the 26. So I'm going to subtract that because right now it's a positive. Negative 10x equals negative 35. I want x by itself, so I divide by negative 10. X equals, I have a negative 35 over negative 10, which makes it a positive. Negative divided by negative is positive. And I can reduce this by 5, so I get 7 over 2. To check this, we're going to get rid of number 7 just for now. And I'm going to put the check down here. 16 plus 5 times 2 minus 2 times 7 over 2 equals negative 9. Again, it's kind of lengthy. Just work your way through it. Parentheses first. In the parentheses I have multiplication. So 16 plus 5 times 2 minus 2 over 1. So the 2's cancel. So I get 7. Parentheses again. 2 minus 7. So 16 plus 5 times negative 5 equals negative 9. Multiply next. 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. So 16 minus 25 equals negative 9. And negative 9 on both sides is true. Again, we'll stop here. You can try the rest on your own. If you have any questions, make sure that you see me and I can get you the answers to the others.